Can you hear me? I can see you, Andy. You
You
probably can
can't.
kind of see me.
Kind of, yeah. Hang on.
How are you?
Good. So you can't hear me?
I can hear you. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay,
can hear you
good.
now. I can see you.
Well, as of now, it's just you and me.
Uh-oh. Joe
Yeah,
said he
I
was
know.
going to be here.
Well, he said he was going to try to make it. Have you heard from Missy or?
I have not, or David.
Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. David hasn't been around for a while. They've changed things around here. We've actually got a laptop computer to control the recording and the owl and all that. And
Oh,
I'm
cool.
already having trouble with it. I
Uh-oh.
was trying to pause the recording, and then it said, "Are you sure you want to stop recording to the cloud?" And trying to hit cancel. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not that we need to be recorded if there's only two of us, but let's give it a couple minutes.
Yep. I'm sitting in downtown Boston on the
Uh,
Long Wharf right now.
you're looking like you're sitting at the end of a long dark tunnel.
I am. Well, I'm in my truck. It makes a good office.
Oh, there you
And I'm
go.
trying I'm trying to get more light in here, but this is about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to deal with it.
Okay. I mean, I guess give people a few more minutes and I mean, we could chat a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yep. How'd it go the other night at the select board meeting?
Very good. The select board seems to be very much on board. Um,
Yep.
some questions, on mainly related to getting Mr. Percy. Has anybody reached out to him to get
Hmm.
him to kind of sign off at this point with the direction we're heading? He's been um, he's been on a hunting trip, I guess. So Tracy's been trying to get a hold of him, and so maybe in a week or two.
Yeah.
Carl seems pretty confident, though it shouldn't be an issue because he's the one that brought the project to us.
Okay. Good. Good.
Um, I didn't have the scoring sheet at the select board meeting, but I sent that out via email. We're in really good shape.
I saw that. Yeah. Looks really good.
I mean, I feels like we're with an award, we would be, top three, top four projects of. There were quite a few. I'm pretty impressed with the number of projects we have.
Yeah, that's
Um,
great. By the way, Missy just showed up, so we do have a
oh, good.
quorum.
Sorry
Hi,
about that.
Missy.
Hi,
Um,
How are you?
I'm good.
okay, well, I guess, well, you're still the chair, Tom.
Okay. So let's call the meeting to order at 6:02 p.m. And I'm just getting the agenda up here. Are there any adjustments to the agenda? I made it pretty clean cut. Great.
Not from my standpoint.
Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I can do a motion to approve the agenda.
But we don't really
Missy?
need to approve the agenda. We need to approve the minutes.
Oh, from
Okay,
last.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and I'll make the motion to approve the minutes from
Perfect.
October.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Missy? All right,
Yep.
good. Minutes are approved. Any other than Abe in the background, any public comments?
Well, he's still overseeing us here. That's good. That's a good thing. Oh, he's right over my shoulder now, isn't he? Yeah, great.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
He knows who to
Um,
keep an eye on.
Great. So seeing no public comments. I was kind of Missy. I was kind of going over with Andy just a little bit on the Pilat Shoreline stabilization project. We're in really good shape. The proposal is in. It'll be voted on tomorrow. I do need to. I'm not allowed to vote because I'm the chair of the committee, which is fine. I think we're going to do fine. You kind of saw the ranking. The project, from a point ranking standpoint, is very good. That's not a you could have 0 points and they still could vote you in. It's really a guidance document, so everybody in the Basin Water Quality Council can kind of see where a project fits with certain ranking criteria. But it really is not what I want to call a legal document. It's just used for, reference of the committee members.
Okay, well, I have a question on that.
Sure.
How many total projects were applied for, and what's the total cost versus money available?
Okay, so as of, I'll give you some rough numbers because I don't have them in front of me.
Okay.
I would say, Andy, if you look at that list of projects,
Mhm.
probably there's 6 to 8 that I can recall that
Mhm.
didn't move through, but for different reasons.
Right.
Not because they weren't voted in, they didn't have the right phosphorus level, the costing wasn't appropriate, and so on and so forth. The year, so there are currently 3 years of funds, going all the way back to 2024, 2020, excuse me, 2023, 2024, 2025. 2023 funds are pretty close to fully expended.
Okay.
And the phosphorus target was pretty good, 40 kilograms of phosphorus. 2024 funds are, I'm going to say, 80 to 90% still available. So those will be the funds that we'll get.
Okay.
And 2025 is wide open. There are 2 really good projects coming down in addition to ours.
Mhm.
But even with that funding, we're still in really good shape. I don't know if that
Good.
answered your question, but
Yeah,
but roughly.
it just kind of reinforces that you feel fairly positive about where we're at right now from a funding standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The one thing our project has going for it, it's one of the few projects that are like on the lake. Like whatever phosphorus is coming off is going right into the lake versus, it goes into a stream and maybe it's filtered, or it's 20
Right.
miles inland and it's stormwater runoff. I mean, this is about as good as it gets.
Yep, great.
Missy, do you have any questions on the
No,
project?
no, I think great work.
Yeah, I agree. And so what's the next step, or what's the timeline from this point forward?
Yeah. So tomorrow, I'm expecting a positive vote on the project. There's a slim chance that somebody will say, instead of the $26,000 we're currently requesting to get us through final design, let's approve $140,000 and just kind of keep the project moving.
Oh, yeah.
But here, that withstanding, tomorrow we should get the approval for the it's 26 and some change.
Mhm.
And FEA is ready to go. There are a couple of things I have to do with Corinne to get one, get the money from the QUISP, and 2, to get the contract to FEA signed. There is a select board meeting. The next select board meeting will do that. They're going to do a preliminary design in December, January. February, March, April is getting the final design in play, assuming the preliminary design still looks good. April, May, it's going to take us right up. May, June, July starts to scope out the project so that we can go out for bid and get an idea of what the project costs are going to be. And then, if I recall right, August, September timeframe is actually bringing contractors out, looking at the site so that we can get formal bids for the project. Somewhere in there, I'm going to say somewhere between July and August, when we start to get comfortable with the numbers, we'll go to the Clean Water Service Provider, Basin Water Quality Council, and request 140. It could be 200. Who knows? It could only be 100, but somewhere
Right.
in that range, and get approval for those funds.
So right now, it looks like it's probably a 2027 project as far as actual construction goes.
The goal is the goal right now from the engineering firm is the water level is down September, October, and the hope would be to do it when the water's down September, October.
Right.
Otherwise, we got to wait till September, October 2027. So we're
Right.
going to
Okay.
try and push this thing through.
All right, good.
I'm pretty confident. So
Yep.
you
Excellent.
You never know in these public meetings. You never know.
I hear you.
So, I'll let you know tomorrow how things go. And you're welcome to, I'll send everybody the
Excuse me,
Zoom.
should I take this call from Senator Sanders?
Sure. Serious?
That's what it says, Senator Sanders. I'm sure it's a recording.
Well, maybe he's trying to get in
Well,
on the
maybe
meeting.
maybe he's come up with the money out of me.
So barring any other questions, I guess we can move on to the next
Yep.
phase.
Yep, sounds good, Tom. Great work.
This one's pretty open. I think everybody knows where I am. I think we have to keep the committee going to get through this project, and it could just be that. And everybody knows I'm willing to jump on that project and continue managing it no matter what.
Right.
What I'm really looking for is a vision from Andy, Missy, something that maybe you're willing to grab onto or not, for what else the Shoreland Subcommittee should be doing.
Yeah, well, tough one because, just the fact that we've had members that haven't showed up much at all kind of seems like the interest might be fading, at least amongst current members. I mean, have we lost our momentum? Can we get it back, or should we say, job well done? From what I can, there are plenty of organizations out there that are looking after the quality of the lake, that's for sure. So from that standpoint, are we being a bit redundant? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think, Missy?
yeah, I would say like this project, what great work, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so does this committee turn into something ad hoc where, okay, we shepherd this project through to completion? And should there be another project, do we reconvene? Is it something that has to be ongoing? I don't know that it does. And to your point, you barely have a quorum, what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't know, or does it evolve into something different?
Hmm.
And what is the select board's vision when they created? I wasn't here
Yeah.
when they created this subcommittee, so did they have a vision as to what they were expecting out of this committee, and has that been fulfilled? So I guess those would be
Yeah.
my thoughts.
Yeah, no, good thoughts. I get Tommy, it was really Tom and I that went to the select board and asked them to form this subcommittee.
Okay,
So it
I was going to
kind of,
say Andy.
well, I may have made the original request, but I wouldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah. As far as the vision, it's kind of what we have come up with. And so that's where, so as far as the select board's concerned, I think that's where they're at as well. I mean, we've done some really good things in the time we've been operating. I think we've definitely increased public awareness.
yeah,
We've proposed changes to our development regulations that, really reinforce additional permitting, especially regarding the shoreline that may be required. So I mean, we've got some good things that we've done for sure.
and I mean, the education piece, so now it's like, what, 2 summers of
Yeah.
education,
Yeah,
right? I
right.
don't know how, I mean, that's gonna drop off eventually, right? The people
Yeah.
that probably have been interested have
I've already
come
been there.
and signed up, and we got certainly a lot of people with Lakewise and that sort of thing, so
And
I don't know that that'll continue to be as big a draw.
Yeah, exactly. If we keep doing the same thing, year after year, people are gonna say, well, I've already been
Yeah.
through that. I don't need to do it again. But as far as Lakewise goes, it sounds like we had a pretty positive impact there. I requested a Lakewise evaluation, got an email, within a couple days, and I've not heard anything since. And I think, Tom, you had mentioned that they kind of got overwhelmed with the requests. So, I think that's another good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what I will do this. I mean, I'll kind of go through with, what I consider all of our successes. And
Yep.
and truly it's really interesting because it kind of started with Lakewise, And because of Lakewise, then it really got the attention of, Misha and Lakes and Ponds. And then because of that, without question, I think the project, and I think there are more projects coming down the pike, which I can talk a little bit about, it's all built on itself, which I think has been really good.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm truly, the only thing if I could add anything in here, there's the element of the people, I don't know quite how to put it, who aren't as motivated to protect the lake. And because Andy, for every Lakewise sign that goes up, there's 2 lawns being clear cut.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
and it's like, but those are, in my mind, those are the people that we want to reach. And I honestly don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I don't either.
Let me throw this out, but I'm still open for a lot of discussion on this. If we just went with the project event, what my suggestion would be is we move to like a quarterly meeting. And then leave those meetings open for if somebody has a neat idea that maybe we want to champion or something along that. I think the monthly meetings are getting tough.
Yes.
But a quarterly would allow us to catch up on the project. And then I guess I would say, should there be a need for a special meeting, we'd kind of hold that if we had to do something on the projects. But my suggestion is we would move to a quarterly, really focus on the projects, and then have at least a topic that says if there's something else that you thought about, came up with, somebody else really wants to join the subcommittee, so on and so forth, I think that would be pretty valuable.
I'm definitely on board with that, Tom.
I agree as well. And I think, Tom, I would also just throw out that in between those quarterly meetings, if you run into something where you need support or help from any of us, it's just an email to say, hey, I've got this, I need some help with, anybody willing to, you know what I mean? I don't want you to feel like you're all alone on the project work.
Yeah.
I do not. I absolutely do not. Whenever I've asked for something, you guys have given it to me.
It is especially as you get closer to construction. I mean, I spent a whole year in construction, a whole career in construction. So, when you get to that point, anything I can do to help you out, by all means, get in touch with me.
It was interesting, Andy, because at the select board meeting, the Don, who's running the fire station, the rebuild.
Oh, yep.
Obviously that's a $4 million project and we're 150, but we're all virtually going through the same steps. Right.
Well, I mean, the water board has gone through it too. We've got a contract that we're just kind of finishing up. We've got another contract that we're going to be bidding in the spring for replacing a portion of water main. So yeah, town's getting pretty good at this.
So, no, that's, I'm trying to think of some other things. At this minute, I can't think of any other presenters we could bring in, but who knows? Something might pop up in the world.
Sure.
But I do agree. I think if we just did the same presentations next year, I think we're going to start to lose interest.
100%.
Yep.
No, I think that's good. So what I'll do, and I think I have to do this next month, is I'll just write a recommendation saying, let's keep the Shoreland subcommittee going, mainly to manage the project. We'll keep the current members. I'll have to reach out. It feels like maybe David's lost enthusiasm, and so maybe there's somebody else who'd be interested in coming on the committee specific for the projects. And I'll just recommend that, we keep it going, meet quarterly, and if special topics come up, we'll address them then or with a special meeting.
Yep.
Sounds like a smart pivot.
Yep. And that, which kind of leads us into the next agenda item, the December meeting, no meeting in December. And I would make the motion that we not have the December meeting with the holidays and everything. But having said that, when do you want to have the next meeting, in January or after that?
So yeah, so well, let's go with your motion, and is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Yeah, I am getting a little burned out right now. There's a lot going
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
I would suggest we do have a January meeting to kind of just kick ourselves off and organize, because Andy will have to do a chair election
yeah, yep,
and get all that in place. And then January, February, March. So April would probably be a good time, because should
Yep.
we want to do any presentations, that kind of sets us up there. And
Yeah.
that'll actually be a point where the preliminary design will be done and we can review that and
Yep.
then move on to the next event.
Yeah.
But I think
Well-
that would be great.
yeah. Well, I think for now, all we need to do is agree that our next meeting will be on January, and then
Okay.
we'll decide from there about the future.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
will
appreciate
make a
everybody's
motion-
help with all the project stuff. I mean,
Sure.
it's just to have somebody else looking at it. I think that's great.
Okay, anyway, I'll make the motion that our next meeting be on the regular meeting date in January.
Great. Do I have a second?
Second.
Great. All in favor? This is easy today.
Aye.
Great.
Excellent. So, yeah, you'll get the word out to the other members, I assume, Tom. I mean, it'll be
Yep.
in the minutes, but hopefully people look at them.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah. And Joe might come in and say, I mean, if Joe's got a vision, great.
yeah,
We can address that
yeah,
in January.
yep, sure. So we'll talk about all that in January.
All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass out a bit of information. So I guess you're gonna close the meeting now?
Okay. We can
I
adjourn.
just wanna stop recording. I just some information I wanna pass out
Yep.
to you two.
That sounds good. So we can
Okay.
adjourn the meeting at 6:21 PM.